Hello, and welcome back to Top 5s. In today's video, we will cover the 5 biggest armies in the world. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified for more amazing new video content. So, let's begin. There are lots of armies that have a massive variety of soldiers. Most of them are remarked as battalions. Each country has its own army, and each country in question encompasses a sizable number of armies. However, there are ranks given to those countries in line with however massive they are. There is no pattern, and neither is there a selected variety of armies than different countries, and these countries are classified into a majority of 10. It is to be glorious that the majority of countries focus on spending additional wealth on the employment of arms and also the care of their armies. Whereas some rarely think concerning the matter of their armies, as they simply have them on the facet to be within the line of battle once the necessity demands it. It is necessary for each country to possess a powerful army, a rustic desire, the support of its army in each immoderate, unwanted, and surplus scenario. Just in case the country is attacked, then they are the sole ones to safeguard them from the unwanted intruders, similarly on shield or guard against the casualties. However, it's nearly become a trend to show to be mightier than different, and this is initiated having the most important armies within the world. The countries that have the most important armies within the world in 2018 would possibly similarly become a form of worldwide threat for different countries. Therefore, let's talk about the mighty powers of the globe, who will each be answerable for peace, pacifism, similarly as aggressiveness, sadism, and bloodshed. The countries that are listed within the High Five not solely have massive numbers of troopers as a military. These countries take excellent care and have the way of maintaining their troopers to the final. These countries recognize that the boys who stand watch throughout the battle are the ones who ought to be celebrated each day, which is why in most countries there are specific days given as holidays to the final public to honor the names of heroes, particularly those who had fallen within the lines of battle, protecting their country and ensuring that everyone stays safe. Number 1. The United States of America. The United States of America superior the list with its mighty characteristics being taken into consideration. Just about $612.5 billion is the budget of the cost accounting for the United States Army. They need nearly 1.4 million active soldiers alongside nearly 800,000 in reserve. Both men and ladies comprise the military. With 19 premium aircrafts, they extremely stand except from the remainder of the planet. 7,500 nuclear weapons square measure backing the team. They beyond question stand out to be the most important power since the closure of the Second World War. So, we have a tendency to see that it's simply a game of being the most effective among others, and this can be the rationale that each of the mentioned countries is making an attempt to take care of a large quantity of the army. It's simply the mission of being the most important armies within the world, not giving the slightest thought on what it is they're trying to reach and gain out of being the most important armies within the world. Number 2. Russia. Russia stands bent on being the second and one amongst the important armies within the world. They need a budget of nearly $76.6 billion to be spent for the sake of defense. Within the year 2000, Vladimir Putin has led Russia to become quite a sturdy one within the world. This had been a considerable boost to the Russian army, with nearly 766,000 active troopers. 2.5 million reserve ones, beyond question, Russia has among the most important armies within the world. On prime of that, the 8,500 nuclear weapons definitely create them a mighty one. Number 3. China. China is meant to be having a budget of $126 billion for the sake of defense program that is detected to be rising with close to concerning 12.2%. This can be creating China evolve collectively of the most important armies in the world. They need a huge 2.29 million active soldiers with a reserve force of nearly 2.3 million. Create them a formidable power within the world. They need close to concerning 250,000 land vehicles, and alongside it, they're equipped with 2,800 aircrafts, alongside nearly 300 nuclear weapons. They are attempting to increase the dimensions of the military in alternative war amenities. Thus, it ensures them to become even larger and stronger in the foreseeable future. Number 4. India. India features an immense population, and that their square measure perpetually vulnerable by China and Pakistan within the border areas. The entire army size of India involves nearly 3.5 million, with nearly 160,000 land vehicles, 3,500 tanks, and 1,785 mighty aircrafts. India is in quite a higher place. The nuclear weapons alongside the missiles create them a mighty one. The nuclear, similarly because the missiles, square measure enough to require care of the armies of China and Pakistan. $46 billion happens to be the entire allowance of the military. Number 5. The United Kingdom. Out of all the countries mentioned in today's video, the United Kingdom has the lowest population, 64,769,452 to be exact. The British Army is the principal land warfare force of the United Kingdom, a part of British Armed Forces. As of 2018, the British military personnel comprises just over 197,730 trained regular, full-time personnel and just over 81,500 trained reserved, part-time personnel. The UK's total aircraft strength of 832, of which 103 are fighter aircrafts. They have 5,371 armored fighting vehicles. The Army has been given an expenditure of $50 billion, making them one of the most important and equipment armies in the world. Let's not forget, the UK is a nuclear country and has an arsenal of 160 nuclear weapons. Anyways, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.